Welcome to Insights and Hindsight, where every week we delve into stories, mine and yours, to unwrap the wisdom hiding in our yesterdays. I'm your host, the ever inspiring Dawn, and I'm here to motivate you to the best of my ability while coming from the understanding that perfection does not exist. Today we're going to dive into the 5 steps to better your self-confidence. So first, you may be asking, okay, sis, but what is self-confidence exactly? We hear about it, we know about it, kind of, sort of, but what is the true definition of self-confidence? Well, according to the Oxford Dictionary, self-confidence is a feeling of trust in one's abilities, qualities, and judgment. I would like to challenge that by saying it's knowing in your abilities, qualities, and judgment. Because once you know that you're a bad bitch, that's never going to change. No one will ever have the ability to take that away from you. You should always have the ability to stand 10 toes down because your self-confidence is exuding from your spirit. It's exuding from your being. It is the definition of who you are. When people think about you, they like to think, yeah, such and such. The one who walks into the room and owns it. The one who makes sure that everyone knows that she knows. That's self-confidence. So, why does self-confidence matter? So people lack self-confidence statistically do not achieve as much as people who embody it. So if that's not a reason to buckle down and take an internal look within yourself and make the decision to work on yours, I don't know what else would be. Who doesn't want to be successful? Everyone does. Everyone wants more money. Everyone wants happiness. Everyone wants peace. All of that goes into being a successful human being. So when you think about all of these successful people that you know, what is something that they all have in common? They all have self-confidence. Or at least they all fake it. Fake it until you make it. That works for everybody. And when you take a look at the qualities that they all have these similarities. They all speak up. They all have an authoritative tone and projection in their voice. They demand authority when they speak. So they all display some sort of energy and enthusiasm as well. Lastly, they also know what they know. They're good at something, like they all have some type of talent or some type of skill or some type of gift that they hone in on. And that's their authoritative stand. Like that is the one thing that catapults them. They know that particular topic, subject, talent, gift, whatever is theirs. And no one can take it away from them. So they can talk about it, be about it, do and work on it until the sun comes up. So that's their confidence is birthed in their abilities. Their confidence is birthed in their gifts. Their confidence is birthed in the thing that they know. So I'll say it over and over and over again. You have to know what you know. And when you know what you're good at, you can tap into that confidence because you know you're good at it. And no one can take that away from you. You start there, and then you can work your way to greatness. And that will bleed into other aspects of your life. All right. Enough with the overview. We're not about to start preaching. Let's dive into the details and the steps. All right. The first thing we're going to dive into is body language. Think about it. You can always tell when someone's uncomfortable. You can always tell when someone is not confident in what they're saying, what they're wearing, how their hair is, if their nails are done, if their lashes are wonky, if their breath stink. Like, you know when someone is not feeling 100%. You know when someone's not feeling 80%. Like, it's obvious because we can see it in the body language. We can feel the energy. We can feel when someone is anxious. Whether we're at work, we're at home, whether it's our kids, our spouse, our partners, whatever the case may be, we can tell. And when we have these issues, when we're going through something that makes us feel any way other than positive, our body reacts. We slouch, We don't stand up tall. Our shoulders are kind of hunched over. Like, these are things that our bodies do, and we don't even think about it. We could twiddle our thumbs, our hands, like we start getting jittery. We don't look each other in the eye. Like, there are so many different techniques that our body uses to let the world know that we're not confident today. So that's the first thing. If you know that you're not feeling your best, if you know that you feel anxious or your body is showing and displaying any of these things, start with that. Stand up tall. Go to Amazon, buy one of those posture back brace situations. You can wear it under your clothes. It forces you to stand up. Hold your head up, sis. Your crown is falling. We all know that. That is actual factual stuff. Like, when you stand tall and your head is held high and you're not slouching and you're not bowing your head, even if you don't feel good that day, it looks like you are doing great. Start there. Body language. Next, face-to-face communication. There is nothing more irritating than having a conversation with someone and they're looking every which way but your way. I know that raising my kids, I will always tell them, don't talk to me if you're not looking at me. I can't hear you if I can't see you. If you're going to say something or you're going to be smart, especially when they're feeling a little froggy, like, if you want to say something, at least own it when you say it. Look at me when you're talking to me. I say that to them all the time, to this day, and most of my kids are grown. So think about that too. We're raising our kids to be confident. When we talk to them, we look them in the eye. We have a serious tone. We talk in an assertive nature. We speak up. So take that confidence that you have when you're talking to your children or your spouse, because you know they get on the nerves, your partner, whomever. Take that same form of self-confidence in that face-to-face communication that you have when you're trying to be an authoritative figure to those who you actually feel comfortable with, and utilize that in the outside world. Take that with you to work. Take that with you to the gym when someone's being disrespectful trying to hit on you. Take that with you when you go to the restaurant. Take that with you everywhere. Like, wear that. Look people in the eye when you're talking to them. Let them know that you mean what you say and you say what you mean. Engaging with people is important, and there's no better way than to make eye contact while you're talking. Not only does it show that you're interested in what they're saying, but it also forces them to look at you. And then they'll look within themselves and be like, oh my God, I feel uncomfortable because this person keeps staring at me. And that may trigger a thought like, well, wait, I don't want to be uncomfortable. Let me work on that myself. Don't look away. Or take pauses. Like, don't get it twisted. You don't want to be the weirdo that's staring in someone's face for an entire conversation, never look away. That's like talking and not taking a breath. So don't be dramatic. But just know that when you're communicating with someone, talking to them and looking at them straight in the face, looking at them in the eyes, lets them know that you're serious about what you're saying, you believe in what you're saying, and you want them to respect the things that are coming out of your mouth. 3 is to look at your past achievements. Pull from the accomplishments that you have made already in the space of confidence. So when you look back at your life, what were the times that you knew you did that? Whether it was presenting in a meeting, cussing out your man or your woman, or everyone in between, taking ownership of your actions. There is something that we have all done in the past that we can pull from that shows that we do have confidence within ourselves. So take a look at that. Find that moment. Get a piece of paper and a pen, pencil, highlighter, whatever you want to use, Sharpie, and write down that experience. Write down how you felt during the experience. Did you think about it or did it come natural? Were you shocked? Or were you like, yeah, no big deal? Think about that. And then write down the feelings that are triggered by you thinking about it. Proud of yourself. Are you thinking that you could definitely do it again? I hope so, because that's the whole point of this conversation, right? So when you know that it's in you and you can prove that it's in you, you can tap back into that power and pull from it again. As I previously stated, you are the most confident when you know what you're talking about. So the person that you're with is cheating. You know they're cheating. You have proof that they're cheating. But he, she, or they have no idea that you know. When you have those conversations, and you're like, yo, where were you at last night? Who were you with? What did you do? What time did you leave? Who was all there? When you're asking all those questions and you already know the answer, you don't look away from that person. You're staring at them in their face, in the eyes. And if they look away, you're going to follow them wherever they go. It's like they turn their heads, you're going to dip your head and make sure you stay within eyes reach, because you know what you know. You know your truth. You found the confidence in the power of knowing. That's all I'm saying. It's in you. You've done it. You've pulled from it. The only thing you need to do is tap into your expertise. Take a look at yourself, do an internal audit, and find out where you can start from, and then pull from that power. So step 4 would be to do an audit on your current habit. I'm going to put it like this. I'm going to make it real plain, and we're not here to bash anybody or anything like that. So it's not personal. We're just, stating the obvious and being logical here. Whatever that you have going on that makes you feel uncomfortable, that is robbing you from your confidence, if it is something that you can change it. Period. You cannot complain about confidence or lack thereof if the 1, 2, 3, 4, or 10 things that make you feel that way are something that you can change, but you're not doing anything about it. If you have low self-esteem and that keeps you from being confident, whatever it is that gives you low self-esteem, if it's something that you can change it. Whether that means you're eating salads, working out, going to the plastic surgeon, getting a haircut, going natural, getting a relaxer, whatever. Change it. Now, if your feet are big and your eyes are cocked and there's nothing you can do about that, embrace it. Don't be mad at stuff you can't change. There's a lot of things about myself that I can't stand. And some days I don't feel the best when my clothes aren't on. But guess what? I'm still going to walk out the house with my head held high. Because when I cover it all up, I'm looking like brick house. You know what I'm saying? Well, nobody even know what's under these clothes. And I'm not going to let anyone see it unless I'm comfortable and confident in the individual. You see what I'm saying? Like mindset. Take a look at your mindset. Take a look at your current habits. Break the bad ones that you have control over and focus on building good ones. Regular exercise and a healthy diet helps with your mental and physical health. We don't like to work out. I don't know too many people that like to work out. Not all the time. We go through phases where we're in the gym like, yeah, I'm about to work. I'm about to drop this 20. We go to the gym for 2 weeks and we're like, girl, where Chick-fil-A at? Like, who are we kidding? Accountability is important. Confidence, building your habits in the space of confidence is important. Sleep, rest. Oh my goodness. If y'all don't go to bed and stop playing, sleep helps to increase your overall brain function, which automatically increases your self-esteem, which automatically increases your confidence, because when your self-esteem is high and you're feeling good, your confidence is even better. Think about it. Think about your bad habits and think about the ones that you can change and the ones that you really can't. And like I always say, get a piece of paper, a pencil, a pen, a highlighter, color marker, Sharpie, whatever. Write down the things you love about yourself. Write down the things that you hate about yourself or dislike. The things that you don't like, put a check mark. Not the things you don't like. The list, once you look at the list of the things that you don't like, put a check mark next to the things that you have control over. Put them in a separate column. Take that column, put them in the list of priority. Which ones will make you feel the best? The quickest. Start with the low-hanging fruit, the easier options. I know that if I do this can happen within a week or two. We can move on to something else. Kind of like the snowball debt method. Do that with your body, your mind, your spirit, your heart, whatever is holding you back. Do it. You can do it. You got this. Step 5, lastly, set some goals. You can set self-confidence goals. Going back to that list that we just made, those are your new goals. Work on them. Put them on a whiteboard. Put them on your wall so that you see them every day. Force yourself to take ownership of your actions. Work on completing your goals. Work on making yourself feel better, look better, and have more peace. That is the key to your self-confidence. That list of items, inclusive of good body language, face-to-face communication, tapping into your past achievements, exploring your current self-confident habits, and taking that list, checking it twice, and making sure that you knock it out the box. That's your ticket to success. You can do it. You can be confident. You can exude it. You can teach other people. You can be a positive example to your children. We are raising daughters who have low self-esteem because mom has low self-esteem. We have to change that narrative. We have to let our daughters know that we are the best, we deserve the best, and we give ourselves the best. That's it for now. I'll talk to y'all next time.